Good morning, Kinder Kids, and happy Wednesday. I'm back for another circle time, and I hope everyone enjoyed the orbiting video yesterday and gave it a try with their families. I want to hear about that today later on our Zoom call. I'll be asking you about it. Also asking if anyone went outside with their telescope, if you have one, to see the stars outside. I'm hoping it wasn't too cloudy. I'm not sure. I wanna ask you guys and see how it went. But for now, we're going to do our calendar and we're going to read another outer space book. And then I will go over the materials we're going to use later on to build a rocket ship that we can blast using our breath as its fuel. So our breath, our air will make it go. And yeah, it'll be fun circle time. So let's get started. We'll do calendar first today. Days of the week. Days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. So we have stay at home Saturday, stay at home Sunday. Monday is our first day of the school week. Yesterday was Tuesday, and that makes today Wacky Wednesday. So today is Wacky Wednesday, but remember yesterday I said it was gonna be a new month? It's here. Today's our new month. It is not March anymore. We have counted every single day in the month of March. So now it's April. Here it is. It is April. April is here. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. So we've counted all the days in January of 2020, and then February, all the days, and then March, and now April. April is here. Today is April 1, the first day. Here it is, our number 1. April 1st, 2020. And my birthday's on Friday, so 2 more sleeps, and then it's my birthday. This is usually a pretty big week for me at Larson's because it's my birthday, and then the day after that is my anniversary. I've been teaching at Larson's for 14 years. That's a long time. So I'll be celebrating. Maybe I will bring something special to Circle Time tomorrow, and you guys can help sing to me. Something. Okay, let's get started with our book. Our book is called Our Stars. Our Stars, written and illustrated by Anne Rockwell. So Anne Rockwell wrote the words and drew the pictures. So this is another one. I'll read it and then I'll show you the pictures. When night comes, I can see billions of stars twinkling in the bright sky, in the dark sky. The sun that shines in the daytime and keeps us warm is really a star. So the sunshine that we see every day, the sun is actually a star? Huh. A star is made of fiery gas. It gives off brilliant light. Some stars are so far away that their fire has burned out by the time the brightness reaches us. They're using a telescope to look through. Do you see them? Long ago, people imagined pictures in groups of stars and gave them names. These are called constellations. Can you say that word? Constellation. Try it. There you go. Constellations can tell us many things. When we see Orion the hunter in the sky, we know it is the season to harvest what we planted. We talked about harvesting last week when I read that book, Muncha, 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 harvesting vegetables. So the stars would tell them what time of the season it was. Because the stars are not always in the same place, right? Everything is moving. We're moving on planet Earth, right? All year long, the Big Dipper points toward a star named Polaris. Polaris is also called the North Star. We always see Polaris in the northern sky. If you know which way north is, you can always find your way in the darkness. They believe the North Star is the brightest star in the sky. Maybe you can look for the North Star tonight. Sometimes before the stars come out, we can see a bright light dangling low on the horizon. It looks just like a star, but it isn't. It's the planet Venus. Stars twinkle, but planets glow with a steady light. So when you look up in the sky, to tell if it's a planet or a star you can see it kind of twinkling or blinking. And a planet will give off a steady glow. It just keeps shining like a light bulb. When something in space goes around something else, it is an orbit. Planets orbit around stars. Planets get their light from the star that shines on them. Earth, where we live, is a planet. Earth orbits around the sun. The sun and its planets make up our solar system. So we talked about that yesterday. And we talked about orbiting yesterday. I hope you orbited with your family, did you? It was a fun game, and if you haven't yet, you should give it a try. Moons orbit around planets, and some planets have many moons, but Earth has just one moon. Our moon seems to change its shape each night, but it doesn't. It is always round. We just can't see all of it. So this shows you sometimes, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday too, sometimes the moon looks full like this, a full circle, and sometimes it looks like this, a crescent moon. Sometimes it looks just cut in half. So the moon looks like it's changing, but it's always a circle. It's shadows that make it change its shape. At the outer edge of our solar system, there are big chunks of ice. We can't see them until they orbit close to the sun. Then the ice starts to melt because the sun is so hot, right? Yeah. And forms a long, bright tail. This chunk of ice with a shining tail is a comet. Can you say that word? Comet. So this is a picture of a comet. Streaks of light that look like far away fireworks are meteors. We call them shooting stars. When meteors zoom close to Earth, they usually burn up in the air. Sometimes one falls and makes a crater on the ground. A crater is kind of like a big hole in the ground. Sometimes you guys make big craters in the tan bark or the sandbox. You make big holes in the ground. And have you ever seen a shooting star before? It's really hard to spot, but sometimes you can do it, especially on a very clear night. Stars, planets, comets, and meteors are all part of the universe. People have always wanted to know about our universe. That's why we study stars through giant telescopes. And that's why we send satellites into space. But the universe is much greater than we can measure. That means the universe is just so enormous. It's so big. We haven't even discovered all of it yet. It's so vast, so huge. Astronauts have gone to the moon, but no one has ever gone to any star. I think our universe will always be a mystery. We'll go on looking at our beautiful stars each night, looking and wondering. The end. I hope you enjoyed the book, Our Stars. I had a lot of new words in there, not a lot of new vocabulary for you guys to try out. So I hope you use a new word today. So later, we will be making rocket ships. So this is what they're gonna look like at the end. So all you're going to need is, I sent your moms and dads an email, and on that email there's a link to click and they can print out a paper. Oh, there we go. And you color and then cut out this paper rocket ship, okay? You only need one. You can do more than one if you want. It's up to you and if you have the materials. So we're gonna color and cut out a rocket ship, okay, before our meeting. And then all you're going to need is some tape and 2 straws. But one straw has to be thinner or smaller than your other straw. So what I used one of these crazy straws and I cut off the bottom part here. So after I cut off this bottom part, I used a purple one at first, I taped it to my rocket ship, but I left some of it hanging down. So this was my small straw. My small straw went on my rocket ship, okay? So I cut this and taped it off and I left some of it hanging because that part hanging will have to slide into my big straw. And then I'll use my wind power later on Zoom to show you how it works, okay? So I hope you guys have the materials at home. And if you don't yet, you can always watch how to build it and then make it later. So don't worry, okay? You have all the videos you need and pictures you need to be able to do this at home. So I hope you guys do it and I hope you love it. And I hope it's exciting for you. I'm also going to be recording, or yes, I will be recording and sending it out. I'm gonna record our Bob books for you guys to be practicing at home. So I hear some of you are practicing, some of you don't quite have the books, which is totally fine. And some of us don't want to practice, which is okay too. But I hope we start to practice soon. And I'm hoping you will utilize our videos as I read the Bob books to read with me. And then that way we can get better and better and we can keep moving forward. So I'll send out Matt, I'll read Matt and Sam, and I'll send those out to your moms and dads to show you. And then I'll keep going because we've read 5 Bob books all together. So I'm gonna make sure I record all 5 for you to practice. And we're also going to read Matt and Sam on our Zoom call today. So if you have the books, you can bring them to the Zoom call. If you forget, don't worry about it. I have them here. And if you don't have the books, don't worry because I have them here. Okay? So it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to see you guys. And if you have outer space questions or comments, I want to hear all about it today. So I hope you have a great Wednesday. I'll see you guys at 1 o'clock to build a rocket ship and to read Bob books. And yeah, have a great day. I miss you guys. Bye.